Well, it's been so long, I almost forgot how to call a victory. Buffalo snap a 9-game losing streak with a blowout win over the University of Massachusetts here in the home opener at Folsom Field, 48-14. Along with Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Part of that felt awful good, didn't it?
Oh, it sure did. It's been a long time since Colorado was able to play a lot of folks at the end of the game when they were in front rather than behind. And that was a pretty awesome performance after the first quarter. You know, they were tied 14-14. They put 34 straight points on the board in the second and third quarter. Then they could coast home in the fourth. Impressive.
Yeah, they called the dogs off in the fourth quarter. A lot of backups got to play, kept the ball on the ground.
Yep.
Buffalo's had 2 players over 100 yards rushing. You had Michael Atkins, also Christian Powell over 100 yards. First time since Brian Lockridge and Speedy Stewart did that against Hawaii back in 2010. Really almost had 4 players in triple digits rushing the football. If you throw in there Patrick Carr and also Philip Lindsay.
Yeah,
but 350-plus yards rushing. Yeah. That's almost 700 yards rushing the last 2 ball games. Has this suddenly become a power football team?
Well, in a way, it's sort of old-time football. Run the ball, take time off the clock, and set up the pass. That's what Colorado did today, and I think truly down deep, that's what this coaching staff would like to do. And they set out to do it, to get bigger, stronger, and I think they did in the offseason. Running game really looked good today. 2 straight weeks the running game has looked good.
Yeah, 3 yards and a cloud of dust is becoming Colorado football apparently. In the passing game, though, 6 receptions today for Nelson Spruce.
Yeah.
Put in context a little bit, he became the all-time receptions leader. He's on the doorstep of getting the yardage record and the touchdown record, but he surpassed Scotty McKnight when he caught his 3rd pass of the day, 216 receptions in his career. Impressive player.
And he had a touchdown, and that moves him right up, what, a couple behind McKnight for touchdown passes. So, yeah, he's making his mark, and Nelson will get those marks if he stays healthy. And, boy, I tell you what, I like the way he can handle defensive backs. He's stronger on top. I mean, he's put on a lot of muscle up in the shoulder area, in the biceps, and he did a good job of getting some. A lot of times he got free today that Cepho didn't get him the ball. So, you know, this kid can get separation, and I really like Nelson Spruce.
By the way, Spruce 120-some yards behind Michael Westbrook for the receiving yardage record. You can't overstate how much Colorado needed this. I'm not saying it erases all the blemishes and turns this entire thing around, but they needed this here today.
They did. They needed this in the opening game at home and put that one behind them from last week. And look ahead to it. I think the big game of this early season, and that's Colorado State. Yep. It's their traditional rival. CSU always gives them their big shot. And I think this is going to be a real interesting game next week. A key game for Colorado and probably for CSU as well.
A good measuring stick for Colorado.
Right.
How much advancement have they made? I think we'll get some of those answers following the Rocky Mountain Showdown. That is next Saturday at Sports Authority Field a mile high. Just after 5 o'clock, we'll kick it off. Zim and I, along with Chad Brown, will hit the air at 10:05. Beg your pardon, 3:05. That was 10:05 today. 3:05 at the pregame next week. Our network affiliates at 3:35. By the way, Mike McIntyre, after we talked on 850 KOA today, following the ball game, put out the call. He said, "Tell everyone I need fans there. I want them there early. I want more people wearing black and gold than green and gold." So he's calling on Buff Nation to come out and support the Buffaloes in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. But for today, everyone's in a good mood. A victory, snapping a 9-game losing streak, 48-14, as they blow out UMass here at Folsom Field, a home opener. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our bus recap on 850KOA.com and CUBus.com.